Andy Warhol, a proud son of Slovakia. I've been to Slovakia. I was touring in Budapest and all over Hungary, and we drove from Budapest to Bratislava for a concert. It's a great concert. We got on very well. Very, very nice people. An incredibly nice place. Andy Warhol was a nurturer, a cultivator, and a manager of the Velvet Underground. And when I came back from America, not before I went, but when I came back to what I call the Second Cork Renaissance, all of the bands played Velvet Underground covers. I played in tons of garage bands, and every single garage band played at least one song by the Velvet Underground. I remember playing in the lobby, which is one of the iconic Cork bars, music bars. And I remember one concert, and we played two Velvet Underground songs. We played Waiting for a Man and Sweet Jane to rapturous audience. And also, as I mentioned, I played with a drummer who was in one of the last vestiges of the Velvet Underground. Right at the end, nearly towards the end of their first, kind of before they finished, he was their drummer, a chap called Mr. Mark Nosif. Brilliant drummer, one of the best, and consummate encyclopedia of music, and incredibly benevolent, decent man, actually. And he was in one of the last incarnations of the actual Velvet Underground. Also, one of the intriguing things about Warhol were the pop art animated montages, incredible, of Moe, of himself actually, and of a guy called Gunter Sachs. These were incredible. Also, the silk screen paintings and the manipulated photographs. He would take Polaroids of people and he would basically paint on them and create exquisite pieces of art, like the one he did with Farrah Fawcett. It's absolutely amazing. But the silk screen that he did of Marilyn, which sold for millions of pounds in Sotheby's, is one of the most sought after paintings on the planet. And for the notability people, you've already had links to the Velvet Underground. When I was in the Paul Bley Trio, which was the last Paul Bley Trio, Paul Bley group, or Paul Bley band, basically we played in Italy, and the three of us got black T-shirts adorned with the Warholian Marilyn, and we wore those. That was the official apparel of the band all the way through our tour. And even in the last concert we played in the Bayerischerhof in Munich, the three of us, myself, Paul Bley, and Jeff Williams, wore the black T-shirt adorned with the Warholian Marilyn. Also, Warhol was a philosophical man. He was an intellectual man. And, his whole concept of the 15 minutes, that was pretty much the zeitgeist of the time. And right up there with the other philosophers, the kind of pop philosophers like Marshall McLuhan and others. His Warhol's pithy aphorisms, right up there with those guys, and have stood the test of time, as has McLuhan's Global Village analogy. The 15 minutes has absolutely stood the test of time. Thank you very, very much for listening.